Sorry, my father called. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Plume Park. I am joined, as always, by Fitzy. How are you, Fitz?
Pretty good after that 3 points for first grade.
Oh, 3 points, back-to-back wins for the first time in the 2025 season.
And you were saying second win at home this year.
Second win at home this year. First win since Sydney Uni round 1 at home. Because we won our other 2 games away from home.
A little bit tighter than we would have hoped, but
yes.
Win's a win. Got it there in the end, 3-2.
Yeah, an interesting first grade game.
Why is the scoreboard counting down like that?
Oh, maybe I might have set it to that, Fitzy.
Okay, cool.
It's all right, does the job still. Well, an interesting last 2 games for the 20s boys after a defeat last week to Inner West Hawks. We look to bounce back again, and it has really been a win-loss road for this middle part of the season for the under-20s. A couple of good games, and then we'll have just tired. Really, so we just run out of legs towards the end and sort of concede a couple late on and cost us the game. But hopefully today, with a couple of changes, speak of that change, it's Mark Partridge at left back for today, with Lincoln Vaughan, Ben Giles, and at right back is Bolt, as always. As Pardo down the line to Kirby Wilding. Can he beat? He can't. He gets sandwiched in between 2. And the pathway drops. So,
Kirby doing everything to try and get in line with him. He was grabbing him around the arm.
Yeah. So
Hayden Bolt at right back, by the way. I finally saw the number of one of the Bolts. Lets me tell them apart.
Nice. And then in the middle of the park, it is James Bolt.
Yep.
And when Joey and Jakai Mead, with Kyan van der Straten on the right, Kirby Wilding on the left, and Jesse Roeder through the middle, and of course Ty Callery in between the sticks. And a couple of fresh faces on the bench. We see Cooper Pegler on the bench for 20s this afternoon, Arlen Tui, and a couple of other boys as well with the injured.
I won't be able to spot them from here, I think.
Get dribble up for that one.
Not Spencer. I think Michael Liu might be on the bench.
The other 16s forward. Let me open up Dribble.
Yeah, I can't tell from here who else is on the bench.
But a couple of 18s boys nonetheless. Here we go, 20s. There we go, and then lineup. It's Andreas Flampolidis, Cooper Pegler, Arlen Tui, and Michael Liu.
Okay, nice.
So, a midfielder.
I did hear correctly then.
Yes. And as we'll get the stream up to see if there is any comments so far in the early stages of this fixture. Not yet. Ladies and gentlemen, get your comments down below. A big day for youth. We got 4 points from today. A draw in the 14s and a win in the 16s. And Jakai Mead now into the area. Gets closed down really well there from the centre back. And as I was saying, Club Championship 4 points today for the youth. A 1-1 draw in 14s with Will Ratcliffe scoring in Olympico. And the 16s with a 4-1 victory.
Sorry, Olympico?
Yeah, straight direct from a corner.
Never heard of that term.
Really?
Nope.
Huh. And then first grade, 3-2. A questionable, couple of questionable decisions, but we still scrape past Dunbar after a 1-0 defeat away from home. We come with a 3-2 victory at home. So 2 wins on the bounce for first grade. We actually also conceded a bicycle kick attempt today. That was
Is it classed as an attempt when it succeeds?
Well, a successful bicycle attempt. That was
it's almost something out of nothing too, because I don't even know how the ball got at that height for him to do that.
Yeah.
We weren't going to say any more scores, just the 14s win and the 16s win?
Yeah.
Or 14s draw, sorry, and the 16s win?
15s went down 2-0.
13s went down 2-0. 15s went down 2-0. 18s went down, I think, 3 in the end?
Yeah, 3 in the end, yeah. The ball went out up here, by the way, on the inside the Dunbar half. He's taken it 2 metres inside the CCU half there.
Dangerous ball.
Rhoda. After the clearance.
That's a bit much. Silly. Careful.
That's silly, Rhoda.
Don't need that. Get minutes in first grade, mate. Don't get sent off here.
Yeah. It's 8th place at CCU. With, it's in their last 5 matches, it's loss, win, draw, win, loss.
Bit of everything.
Bit of symmetrical last 5. Dunbar in their last 5 is loss, loss, win, win, loss. So 2 wins and 3 losses in their last 5. They were defeated by Gladesville and Prospect in their last 2. Their last win came against Fraser Park on the 31st of May. They're looking to recapture a bit of form as well. With a great challenge there from Bolt to force the cross in the direction of Ty Callery as Vander Stratton will pick it up. Receives Rhoda. Mead skips inside into a bit of traffic and gives the ball away to the 47. And now they'll come forward now. Dunbar down the left-hand side in front of the CCU dugout. It's Bolt defending. They come inside when Joe will pick it up. Rhoda. And he'll win a foul.
Just got to be careful here. There might be a few things carrying over from the last fixture towards the end there.
Did the 26 play first grade perchance?
Could have done.
If that is the case, that is going to boil, and hopefully the referee can keep that keep the lid on and under control.
Well, there's a few guys that literally just finished the first grade game carrying on into this one.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Mark Partridge, who came on for probably 18 minutes or so in first grade. We'll start 20s here as our overage player for today's game.
Only allowed 1, are they?
2.
Okay.
I think last time it was Harry McCalmont and Hayden Harris.
Okay. I mean, it's good. It allows players that don't get minutes in first grade for whatever reason chances to get minutes here, maintain their fitness, maintain their confidence.
Yeah, exactly right. And it gives the boys that don't get minutes in first grade another spotlight to actually hopefully aim for the bench or first grade.
Yeah, and it doesn't punish anyone for being on the bench on first grade.
Exactly right. Jakai Mead in the middle of the park, little chip for Rhoda. It's just a bit too heavy for him. So 26 for Dunbar. Just shields it to his keeper. And that'll be a Dunbar throw in front of us here.
Trying to figure out if it's the same shape first grade had or not in the 20s here for Dunbar.
I'm going to say yes.
In this moment, it definitely looks like it. You've got a front 3, middle 2, back 3 with 2 out wide, 1 either side. I was just seeing in attacking moments they found players in maybe better positions compared to the first grade squad.
Well, with the formation, it seemed like the system that... Oh, here comes Dunbar actually down the left-hand side. They entered the area on the far side. 34 looks to turn away from goal to try and look to go back to go forward.
The Bolts combining there brilliantly.
Yes.
Continue, sorry.
The shape that the first grade were playing was a very narrow, had their wingers very narrow, so it crowded the midfield, because obviously with Dunbar only had 2 and we had 5 in the middle, we were going to run rings around them, because we could create more and we could find the shorter, sharper passes.
I think their whole intention was to skip lines. They weren't trying to get anywhere near the midfield. They just wanted the 2 there to shuttle up and back. They needed to push a centre back up. They could, because they had 3 at the back. If they needed to drop anyone, they dropped the 2 wingers more central, like deeper from central.
Yeah.
Because again, as you said, they played very narrow front 3.
Yeah.
They didn't look like wingers at all.
No.
It was literally 3 strikers at some points, which was fascinating to see. But that has been a theme in this league. A lot more direct play and a lot more numbers high in the line, ready for that ball.
Yeah.
Quite frequently you'll see 3+, 3, 4, 5 for some teams even sitting up. Which is just sort of fascinating how little tactical battles happen, and even like across a competition, little tactical trends start to become the norm.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure we haven't played a team that does anything but back 3 in a while.
Hurstville? Pretty sure Hurstville didn't run that. Because and Nepean's 20s didn't either, because Nepean's 20s were really good. Don't know if you remember. You were there for that game?
Man, it all blends into one thing, mate.
Yeah.
All football is literally just this massive blob. I can't tell the difference between one thing and the other at times, I swear.
Yeah.
My memory doesn't want to store it differently.
But that's good. Are you still going to watch the boys play tomorrow? Wherever they might be playing?
Me playing wise, yeah, I'll stick my head in.
Yeah, nice. Are they at home?
No, they're at Kalani. Middle of the day, so I'll stick my head in and support.
Nice.
Well, technically I'm the coach, so I guess I should go and help out.
Another coaching role for Fitzy, huh?
Another non-paid coaching role.
CCU just keeping possession in the middle of the park with Giles, Mead and Bolt. Just going back down to Calorie to keep possession.
Just seems like both teams are standing off here a little bit, just trying to settle into it now.
Yeah. I think they're just trying to settle down after the game we just had. When Joey will win his own seconds for CCU to keep the ball, and then Lincoln Vaughan gives it away as commentators. Curse kicks in. They're looking to go forward. Rhoda fighting for the ball in the middle of the park. He's got the run of Wilding. He'll skip inside. Find Mead. Out wide to Captain Kyan Van der Stratton, and a forward pass looking for the run of Rhoda when Rhoda didn't even run.
Surprised Rhoda didn't want to run there. I thought he already had forward momentum. Maybe he saw something else.
Maybe.
Jeez, that was very loud.
What,
your knuckle crack then?
My knuckle crack, yeah.
Oh, hello. That's where that police siren was from. Cops have pulled someone over, hooning around. Just at the entranceway, basically, of Plume Park.
I wish I could go zoom in, but I'm not going to. It would be funny.
He's got him to pop the bonnet. He's checking the tyres and everything. Jesus.
I want to know if it's one of the boys.
Nah, it doesn't look like it. It's the wrong direction for that to be the case, I think. We'd be leaving the field,
Oh, yeah,
if anything.
True.
CCU just recycling it here. Oh, that's a risky...
Don't foul. It's Dunbar in the area, and they take the lead here at Clune. Just a breakaway, beats the last two defenders. He takes it round Ty Calorie. Ty almost fouls him. And he gets away with it. With no goalkeeper on the bench, Ty had to make the decision. And he made the correct one, realistically. But it does mean Dunbar do go 1-0 up.
Maybe a bit of a cheap turnover there. Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, might help Fizzy.
I forgot it was here.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean?
You started the clock.
I did. Just because I started doesn't mean I think it's still here.
Yeah.
How many grounds have we been to that we don't have to look after the bloody thing?
The other 15?
Yeah.
Bolt, when Joey now, moving the ball around here as Pardo picks it up. Kirby, the sound on that. Back to Lincoln Vaughan. When Joey, just nothing, there's nothing going there for CCU at the moment. No runs being made, nothing helping out the person on with the ball. Sort of Dunbar are just sort of trying to block every lane they can. As Kirby will pick it up, look to find Pardo. And will be a little toe off the 38 there for it.
I didn't hear or see an extra movement.
Neither
Okay.
did I. Rhoda fighting for it here with the 19. And Dunbar go to the moon. On the head of Bolt there. As we don't see Cal O'Connor for the first time this season due to an injury. I believe he got injured last week against Inner West. And it doesn't seem like he's...
There's a few missing today, isn't there?
There is, yeah.
Because I know they were causing all sorts of chaos on the 16s and 18 staff to make sure they covered the bench here.
As they didn't even have enough for a full squad today. Because obviously Pardo's backing up from first grade. When Joey, Kirby and Rhoda also on the bench for first grade.
That's half the reason they did the kick-off time change, so that they could do those things based on who's played what minutes, rather than taking players off early.
Yeah. Pardo to Mead. Back to Pardo. What's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
Just a couple of no signals for some reason. No idea why.
Cord's not wanting to work.
It's plugged in.
Yeah, I don't know.
The power's not shut itself off again like it did in first grade for inside the first 15 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Might have to change a couple of pieces going into next week's stream at South Coast Flame. Which we're up and tucked right next to the barbecue that next week. Did you come to South Coast last year, Fitz?
But I don't think so. Barbecue. Are we not in the stand this time?
No, we are, but we're next to the canteen.
Since when was there a canteen in the stand?
Yeah, there's a canteen up in the stand.
I always thought the canteen was in front of the car park there.
No, that's the sheds.
Okay. My brain is forgetting, apparently. You talking about Ian McLaren?
Yeah.
Okay. My memory must be foggy on that one then.
Yeah. We had to go there twice last season for Australia Cup.
That's right, yeah.
And the league. And it was a Wednesday night game, 8 o'clock.
Yuck.
In McLennan.
Every advantage you can take, apparently.
We did lose that game.
Well,
but
Wollongong do have, in their local Premier League, they pay, I think they've got budgets about 100K for memory.
Oh, ridiculous.
And people think Central Coast is a bit crazy.
Oh, Ty Calorie almost punches it into his own net. As Jesse Roder now has it. Cleared back into the box. It's the 24 of Dunbar. And it's going to be a corner conceded by CCU. Jesse and Joey getting in front of that one to concede the corner. They're going to take it. Possibly. Is that even where the corner is? I don't even. That doesn't look like it's on the corner, but it is.
It's just the lighting, maybe.
Yeah, playing tricks with my eyes. Side netting from the corner. Big goal kick. Because I was meant to come down to Barnstonworth tomorrow because my brother was playing at 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
But then I ended up getting more games to ref tomorrow. So
where have they got you going tomorrow?
Wungara, and then going back here tomorrow.
Oh.
9 till 12 here at Wungara, and then my first game's at 1 o'clock here.
Huh. You going to have enough legs for all that?
Yeah. Yeah. Should do. Went Joey with a nice good little feint there. Through ball now for Bolt to chase on that right-hand side. There's a sliding challenge come in there by the 15. Was it the 45? Is it the 15 or 45 from here?
I cannot tell.
That is the 15. We'll concede the throw. Huh?
Handball? Question mark?
I thought he got pushed. I reckon if Rhoda went down there, it's possible penalty. Penalty, sir.
I think you're asking a lot there and risking a potential yellow for simulation.
Do you reckon Hugo will give that up?
Well, I don't know what he's like as a ref.
We've had him...
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I know what he does with simulation. I don't think I've seen him card a simulation, but I wouldn't want to chance it for such a nothing moment.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like, you'd need it a bit more obvious than just a light little shove like that one was.
Yeah. Oh, good build up here from CCU. Down the right-hand side, Bolt back to Jakai Mead. Poor touch, gives it away. As Dunbar will come forward again now. Just can't do anything with the ball yet in the final third for CCU. Nothing that's really created much of a chance. Probably couple of half chances, but probably a couple of lucky corners as well to get away with. But Dunbar have took their chance so far.
Well, have we even had a shot on target yet?
I don't think so.
So that tells a story more than anything else. Dunbar happy to go into more of a back two at times. Oh,
One Joey.
On autopilot there. Some work for James Bolt to do. Ball in behind.
Yeah, Ben Giles sweeps up nicely there.
Dunbar just taking some energy out of the game, recovering. 25 minutes in. Throwing resorts into nothing. Goal kick for CCU.
Just a possession game now. CCU just holding their time, waiting to see if there is a run on or has a poor pass from Rhoda. I could see what he was trying to do, but obviously it didn't land. Calorie, Bolt, forward to Mead, inside to Van der Stratton now. Bolt doing really well, Dunbar, and apparently there was a foul.
Cayenne.
Cayenne with little
arms
connected.
Bit of push and shove.
Yeah.
Maybe a shirt grab attempt. 20's just lacking a few ideas here. They don't really look like they've got a way to break down Dunbar.
No. Not currently, anyway. Still got heaps of time left in the game, but...
Probably missing a player like Block holding up front there.
Yeah.
How'd they go with Kyan up front a couple of weeks back?
What game was that?
I don't know. I just know that he played up front at some point. Wrong referee to ask the penalty question from keeper contact. That was the linesman at the moment. Gave that against us in first grade. Wilding can't quite find Jakai, and Dunbar are just happy to shepherd it out of the field. Bruise Brothers are coming up. What's going on here?
Oh no.
What trouble's going on?
Either something's happened or is the gears packed up and they want my car keys.
Probably the latter.
Yeah. Which I can just take it at the end.
There is a key being shown.
Change rooms.
Yeah.
All of these locking up.
Okay.
And then the floodlights need switching off.
Okay.
Sponsor signs need to be got. That's only on the restroom.
Are you going?
I'm going to leave that with you.
Okay.
Numbnuts here took the red key. So we're going to do the bins.
Fun.
On the live stream.
Okay.
We'll get that out. Yeah, okay. Alright, yeah, easy. I'll go and get it. I'll message you the code because you need to switch the floodlights off.
Yeah.
And that's at the front.
Yeah.
And then message me when you're done.
Yeah.
Best still message Sandy Walsh. When you're done, he'll put the alarm on.
Okay.
Alright, so change your rooms, sponsor signs, floodlights.
Cool.
That's it.
I will keep that in me pocket.
Just so I know the checklist. Thank you. Bit of a weird one at the moment, watching Plume Park be all but abandoned, but lights on everywhere.
Yeah.
Dunbar high up the pitch here, finding themselves in a couple of decent areas, but CSU managing to half clear. CSU throw.
Floodlights. Cool. Okay.
Bit of an awkward battle there. Can't quite fall CCU's way. Dunbar, roll it wide. Back, sorry, to roll it wide now with the ball in behind. Some work for Hayden Bolt to do. Ball thrashed at Ty. Lincoln with a lot of time here. Dunbar happy not to press at the moment. Calorie just observing where he wants to play it. Pardo makes a forward run on the left side here. Manages to keep it in.
It's a good challenge. It's a great challenge.
That'll be a throw. almost as high as up as you can get on the field, I think.
Yeah. Good challenge.
Dunbar sitting 2 up as the throw-in comes in. Some work for Rhoda to do. Manages to work across, but can't quite find anyone as Dunbar clear.
Lincoln, oh no, Lincoln.
And Joey shutting it down well.
Really?
Rhoda cutting in. Just not enough spin to really threaten the goal. It breezes wide for a Dunbar goal kick.
All good over there, Fitz?
Fine.
It's not too cold tonight, which is nice. Are you feeling a bit cold over there, Fitz, mate?
Slightly.
Fair enough.
That's probably more from wet socks than anything else.
Probably.
No, you got to change clothes, didn't you, from your refereeing stuff earlier?
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to swap out anything yet.
Oh, no. Dunbar. It's their turn to come forward, left-hand side. Unfortunately, given... Oh, wait, can he keep possession through the traffic? He can. Oh. Advantage here, called by the referee. Dunbar is into the area. Good block by Benny Giles. Jesse Rhoda with a kung fu kick control there to bring it down.
Bit of a tough one there for Rhoda. Doesn't really have much there he can do with. Didn't realise we were just getting the catapults out and just firing balls over the top.
Yeah.
Kai driving forwards now, just resetting after Dunbar get back. CCU shifting it across. Lincoln to Wilding. Wilding resets. Lincoln on it again. Back for Calorie. Wilding's making a bit of movement. Ball through the centre though when Joey under it. Rhoda now under it. He's worked his spot well. Probably should be either a foul for Rhoda being pulled or the handball that he then did afterwards trying to goalkeeper save.
I think that's probably a fine as well.
I mean, he is their reserve goalkeeper tonight. That'll be offside. Got to keep his temper here, Rhoda. Yeah, you said no named person on the bench. I'm pretty sure Rhoda would be the second choice keeper.
You reckon?
Yep, he's had a little bit of experience in his younger years. I don't know if there's anyone that's had a bit more experience than him floating around.
I could see...
Actually, who else was... As Dunbar now get called offside.
I could see possibly... I could see Benny Giles or Lincoln Vaughan.
Nah, not Giles.
Probably Pardo, maybe? You reckon he's just going goals?
I was trying to think, Bloom said the other day when we had something happen that Pardo or Jai Mack could maybe do it. And I don't recall which one he said.
Jai Mack could.
Yeah, okay.
That's definitely... Jai Mack is quite an athlete. Bit of water polo in his time. Actually, he missed a game to play state champs water polo.
Huh.
And he won it as well.
Oh,
and
right.
I think the team fined him for it as well.
Fined him for winning. That's hilarious.
Finding him for missing a game day. Which is fair.
Mm. Dunbar with some quick passes there.
Oh, a couple of high foot possibilities there, but...
People just poking feet in there, trying to get something on it. Everyone missed. So weird with that clock being backwards countdown, by the way.
Do you not like it?
I hate it. I don't know how long in the game's gone.
What do you mean? I've
got to do the math.
30 minutes left.
Yeah, I'd rather look. I'd rather look and have it tell me. I'm looking over there going, why is it the 55th minute? What do you mean? It's not even half time. What the hell? My brain doesn't want to compute, mate. Keep it simple.
I'd rather know the time to go, if I'm going to be honest.
All right, then have it count down from 45.
What, and then down from 90 to 45?
Yeah, well, at least that way you know how long's left in the half, right?
Sure.
Rather than doing the math on a 55.
What, you count
or a
up,
60.
Count up for the first half, count down for the second?
No, if you can, I'm fine with you counting down from 45, but from 90, it's a bit weird.
Fair enough.
Because then the scoreboard at halftime will just reset, won't it?
It will go back to 45.
Will it?
It'll have 45 left, yeah.
Are you sure that's how that works?
Yeah.
Is it programmed to do that?
It is, yes.
So it'll stop on 45 here. It won't keep counting.
Yeah, that's right.
Why don't I believe you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not a believable person, Fitzy.
I just don't think that's an easy program, that's all.
Watch and learn, Fitzy.
I hope that's the case.
We're just talking about absolute nonsense at the moment. But yes, it will.
CC lacking targets at the moment.
Go on, Kai.
Kai the only one really in and around the box. Hayden Bolt with the throw for Jakai. Finds the head of Dunbar. That's enough to clear lines for them. So they look to counter now. CCU well numbered here, but maybe not well positioned. Nope, Pardo's in a great spot there. Clearance. Bouncing back and forth.
Nice, boys. Good little flick on there from Rhoda from a beautiful partridge pass. It's Kirby Wilding into the area now, onto his left. Needs to deliver or release. He's going to get stuck by himself here. And he's released it straight to Dunbar and given away a cheap foul.
Dive was a little bit late, I think.
Sure.
I mean, it was a foul, no question, but it's a little bit late to flop. That's a Dave Bloom flop there.
That is indeed a Dave Bloom flop. All you're missing was the grab of the shin and the scream.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the splash sound effect. Should have that on the soundboard, by the way.
No way. John would hate that. Good 50-50 there from Vaughan. Chested down by Wilding. Puts Partridge under a bit of pressure as he sends the ball past him. Vaughan. When Joey couldn't get the flick onto Mead. As it's picked up by Partridge there as Dunbar tried to come forward. Just too central there for Wilding. And Dunbar will pick it up.
Might have needed to be a right-footed pass or an outside-of-the-foot pass.
Or just an out-swinger. Out-swinging pass.
That's what I meant. Outside of the foot coming back away from the keeper towards Wilding's potential run.
Yeah, I get that.
Routledge has been pretty quiet. I see someone gesturing in the dugout there, but...
That is Routledge.
Okay. Hard to tell. I've seen a few people there that I'm not used to seeing in that dugout. But no, I haven't heard him tonight. Normally you can hear him.
I think he gets along with this referee. We haven't had any issues when we've had this ref.
We have issues with refs? What do you mean? Since when?
Since, I don't know. When was this club's inception, Fitz?
I don't know. You should know that.
You've been here longer than I have, Fitz.
I've been more places than you, though. I haven't just been here. I've been in multiple places, mate.
Yeah, I've just been coast, mate. Multiple clubs on the coast, but just coast.
Plus, I've been here since it was Soccer Fives clinics, so I don't actually remember the date.
I don't know what the date was either, but I just know it was 2017.
Well, in my head, I go, oh yeah, we've had players for 10 years, so... Well, Muzza was 14s when we first started doing team-based stuff.
Yeah, okay. Was that BYL?
AYL, yeah.
AYL, that one, yeah.
Yeah, so technically we played under the CCF banner.
Yeah, okay.
And then I think year 1 we actually were AYL CCF, and then 18s, 20s first was CCU.
Right. Because that's when it was club championship for 18s, 20s.
Yeah,
first,
it's probably the best setup, if I'm honest. Perfect world.
You reckon?
Yeah, because again, like you look at what Football Australia wants, at least previously they've posted in their curriculums for coaching, they want 18s plus to be all competition, right? Like, hey, this is when you're performing.
Yeah.
So for me, 18s playing for points is relevant compared to, or 18s and 20s, compared to maybe this year where 20s doesn't really matter and it's only first grade that chooses whether you're promoted or relegated.
Yeah.
Which I think is not good for developing players.
No.
Because you'll get teams that want to do, and again, we've done it, so we're just as guilty, but again, we're playing 20s after first grade so we can have players back up.
Yeah.
Whereas in the old competition, that wouldn't be the case.
No. Okay. My first year was when they split the league back up to 3, I think.
Yeah, they went from 4 to 3.
Yeah, that was my first year.
Because they culled a few clubs with that too.
They did, yeah, because it was 4 divisions of 12.
Yeah, but
48 teams.
there were some clubs that could not do the top to bottom, which was the requirement that Football New South Wales made. Oh.
Okay, what's going on? Why have you got no signal when it's literally working?
Just pulling the cord a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, you had like teams like Western Condors and a few other little clubs fold. I think Gazy fused with someone.
Gazy?
Yeah, Gazy Auburn was a club, and I think they fused with someone.
Yeah, okay. It's not Granville Rage, that is.
Maybe. I don't know. I knew there was 2 clubs that fused to stay alive.
Yeah.
But no, if I'm honest, I don't really see a problem with a senior club setup and a junior club setup.
Yeah.
Because like you feel like some players would drop out at seniors, right? And if a club can somehow find a way to pull players together, then all power to them. But I guess they want a certain setup.
Yeah. Well, the 18s are still playing for points.
Yeah, but the problem is they're playing for the most points.
Yeah.
And it's for youth.
Yeah.
So then you're punishing 13-year-olds for an 18-year-old's performance, whereas the senior football is only responsible for the senior football.
Yeah.
Like, I think, perfect world, I would have 18s involved in the senior setup.
Yeah.
They're worth 1 point in the night for win.
Okay.
Like a one-time multiplier.
Yeah.
20s is worth twice, and then first grade's worth times 3.
Yeah. Like what they did on the coast for a long time.
Possibly.
21's resis and first.
Right. But then the big thing with youth would be, I would have youth as a region thing and then break out from your region based on points.
Okay.
Into whatever tier you end up for the back half of the year. So you verse a few different clubs, and if you have a bad team of, let's say, 13s or 14s, they get matched like somewhat appropriately with where the competition is.
Got you.
And then that way they don't have to travel too much and get flogged. And I think that should be the same in SAP. Or, sorry, JDL as it's now called across all of Australia.
Yeah. Which, was it, what did SAP stand for?
Skill Acquisition Program.
Skill Acquisition, no, it's the Junior
Development Leagues.
Which,
much of muchness, more funny that Northern did it first and then New South Wales copied the naming.
yeah.
Any comments since we've been babbling on?
Chatting rubbish. We haven't had a single comment all game, Fitzy man.
Surely the cop would tune in, let us know what happened out there. That car is still there, by the way. They're both out there chilling.
I think they might be waiting for a old tow truckaroo. Because maybe the car might be defective because of illegal parts or something, maybe.
Tinkering. He did have the bonnet open.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that'd be the only reason why you'd have it open, is if the cops believe you might be using illegal parts. especially if you're on your P's or something.
Ball floated back in. CCU clear. Only far as another Dunbar player. They hoof it back in. Keeper's reasonably positioned. Roder's by himself.
That'll be half time.
Certainly will be.
1-0 to Dunbar. We'll see you back in 15 minutes for the second half. Waha, waha, ha, ha. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for the second half here at Plume. It is, of course, the home side, Central Coast United, 0. The away side, Dunbar Rovers, 1. Yeah, 1-0 down at the moment here at Plume. Nothing to show for just yet. Not really a half chance coming for the Pirates, but obviously when you get your chance, you got to bury it, and Dunbar did. I've got to press the other button. It's too far away. Ugh. There we go. All right, we're underway. So I was counting down that timer. Lol. All right, well, not much to really speak of in the first half. Fitzy and I just rambled about everything but the game. To be fair, yeah, I think we'll probably do the same. But yeah, bit of football here and there. Dunbar just doing more with the ball when they've got it. As they come forward again here, there's been one change, it seems like, for CCU, and that was Mark Partridge out. Ireland Tui in. And that seems to be the only one. Rode up to Wenjoey. Wenjoey now coming forward, driving, looking for the run of Kirby Wilding. A little 50-50 with the keeper. Can he bring it down? He made it difficult for himself, and it will go out for a goal kick. Fitzy, welcome back. An entertaining halftime break for you as well. Running around.
Nah.
Doing postman duties.
Nah, nothing really. Nothing really. Nothing compared to what Dave Bloom normally does in between half times. I was just chatting with Shannon for a bit.
Ah, nice. Has he stuck around to watch?
No, he had to head off. Unless he was just dropping gear off at his car, I wasn't certain.
But yeah, what was your take on the old first 45, Mr. Fitzy?
Just need to reset and go again. There's been, I think, maybe mixed ideas of how they want to do things in this game. Might happen considering you've got players from two different squads sort of combining. Like you've just had the first grade messages, anything that might be different maybe for 20s.
We've had the one change as well.
Yeah, I've spotted that. Arlen Tui. Yep. On for Pardo at left back.
And we've swapped the sides of Kirby and Kyan as well. So now they've swapped wings.
I just feel like Rhoda's more effective as a winger than a striker, but
that I would agree with. But when you don't really have a 9...
Yeah, I think Kyan can do that enough, though. I feel like
he can play everywhere.
He's an acceptable player in that position. Like, you would say that Muzzer's an acceptable 9 for first grade, right?
You could put Muzzer anywhere. I'd be happy with it. You know what I mean? I think Kyan's almost the same.
Pretty similar, but he has the height advantage that would certainly lead you to think that he could do that role maybe a bit better.
Yeah, I would believe that. I also... Matty Crowd called me back at half time.
Yeah, what happened?
I asked him, I said... He goes, Jaden, yeah, was something up? I go, yeah, I was just watching you take down the Central Coast football side. And he just laughed back at me. He goes, yeah... just a bit. Got
a little bit excited.
Got a bit excited. He did, yeah. So all right, Burgo, if you're watching, he hasn't taken it down. It's still up there.
I think they even patched it up too. It looks like it's sitting there normally.
I think it's sitting there better than what it was, Burgo.
Shined and everything. No, that's right. The Metricon one doesn't come down, does it?
No. Oh.
It's a bit of miscommunication there between Rhoda and Kirby. Wilding.
Just a bit underneath him. That's all. Let me get the game back up on the stream to see if there's been any comments, which there hasn't.
How many we got watching?
7.
Better than 0.
Yep.
Hope you're enjoying the warmth from wherever you're watching.
Yes.
Hopefully it's warmer than here.
It's not as bad as
wow, cloudy days,
we've had
mate.
some.
Cloudy days. They lock in the heat. So we've had a bit of sun today. And yeah, cloud cover's has locked it in. Probably fortunate that it hasn't rained. I thought it was going to rain after first grade. Had little moments. And then similarly, before even first grade looked like it was going to rain. Dangerous situation for Dunbar there, but they've CCU forced it wide. It was 2v2 in the middle if they got beaten.
What's going on? Why is that happening?
No signals.
No signals when...
I feel like it's your camera input-output. Whenever you tinker with that, it goes no signal. That one wasn't
That was
a deliberate.
That was a deliberate one, yeah.
Keeper's feeling pretty confident there. On his back, stretching out. Have they changed keeper?
No.
Okay, no, he's just stretching out. Must have been locked up in a seat at half time. Reasonable corner. Dunbar can't find the target with it though. There's a very direct ball from Ty there, asking the keeper to stay out of his box and put his foot through it. The oncoming rotor.
So James Bolt there, the 22.
Is James. Hayden at right back, James at centre mid.
James has had a good little spell so far early in this second half. He got on the ball a lot in the first. It's just we don't really have, I know you mentioned it, a creative option. We haven't really had the chances created so far in the first half. But speaking about chances created, it's when Joey to Wilding. It's Kirby Wilding. Commentator's curse, but in a good way, and it's an equaliser.
You'd say a curse in regards for Dunbar. My brain didn't want to work there. Missed a letter.
Camden and Dunbar mixed together. But yeah, it's one apiece now. That was a
little bit of something out of nothing, if I'm honest.
Commentator's manifestation, I think that manifest. I don't know, I think that's sort of...
Curse is more because you've said the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Manifestation would be if you've said, oh yeah, he's about to do it, you watch.
Yeah, yeah. So how would you put that then?
It would be curse.
Yeah.
It's just that you want CCU to have that happen for them.
Yes, exactly right.
So curse is probably the correct terminology there. Good pinch. He asked a question earlier and couldn't quite do the same, but CCU find a way, 1-1. In regards to what you were saying before, I think Jakai's had actually quite a quiet night. He's normally their the 20s heartbeat in regards to creative chances in behind. So I don't know if certain players being in different spots has made his game a bit harder, if something's been asked of him that maybe he's not used to or able to do because of a few players being shuffled around. I'm not sure what's going on in regards to that.
Yeah, right.
Or, like I said, it's just players being jumbled with all the, players playing different things, backing up, etc. Hayden Bolt. Couldn't quite find Wilding there. Rolls all the way back to their centre-back who rolls in their goalkeeper.
Who's got a nice mullet on him, eh?
Mullet.
I actually lose my hair in less than a week. I lost my fantasy Premier League, mate.
Oh.
So a haircut, it comes.
Yeah, right. That's a sharp punishment.
It is, mate. It was either that or a tattoo, and I'm like, I'm already scared of needles, mate. I'm not doing a tattoo.
Fair enough.
They said, yeah, you can pick where, but we have to pick what it is. And I'm like, I don't trust you boys.
Sole of my foot.
That's what I'm saying. I'd probably get it there, but I don't.
Actually, no. Where would it be least annoying? I don't know. Feet are normally the ones that people normally put those sort of things on. But, yeah, no. I would not be choosing a tattoo if I'm honest. Even now.
And if it's not a tattoo that I actually am going to choose, I'm probably not going to get it from the boys now. As Dunbar come forward here again, another long ball. A little cheeky back heel there, edge of the box, 38, enters the area, left-hand side. Got two defending him. Briggs down by a shoulder to shoulder, and it will be a goal kick. A nice little passage of play there for Dunbar. Got their long ball off. Jensen Irvine in the comments.
Oh,
the
hello.
First comment of the day. Former CCU 18, now playing reserve grade over at Terrigal. He's asked who has scored. That would be Kirby Wilding.
Basically tackling it for himself to get a shot off into the back of the net. Or a tap into the back of the net, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was when Joey sort of just, the keeper collided with him and just fell for Kirby off the keeper. Wrong-footed the defender that was tracking back to the goal line to block it and put it in the back of the net. Dunbar, again coming forward now. Left-hand side, 15.
One thing I'll say in comparison to their first grade, they're getting a lot more 4v4s against our back line.
Yeah, okay.
With forward momentum, though. I feel like in their first grade, they weren't able to get that with forward momentum. They'd get it, but they would never be able to find that ball that gets into the middle or into a dangerous part of the pitch. It would always stay out wide or be somewhere that was controllable for CCU. Like maybe other than the bloody bicycle kick moment.
Yeah, that was
even then, we had, I think, 4 or 5 behind the ball. It was literally just... Was it just outside the box? It was either just in or just outside. It was in that pocket.
Yeah.
But yeah, just in between the centre midfielders, basically.
Yeah. It was in between the penalty spot and the edge of the box, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah. So yeah, that would be the only moment I thought that they, moved the ball anywhere too dangerous. Even then, it was a bit of nothing.
Yeah, it's just something that just fell from the sky, basically, and just bang, in. I'm like, oh, okay. And I even thought, even the attempt, I'm like, yeah, Zaid's saving this. And it's crept past it. So I think not only were we in shock, but I think that even he was. And
Card? You got the shirt pull, and then you got playing for the player, not the ball. You got 2 picks there that you could card either. Just quietly.
Alright, it's just a word. I'll have a word with you, son. Just a word.
Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all.
To be fair,
it's more the physical picking on someone,
it's the spar. It is also the spar as well. Well, it's a non-footballer play at the ball if you pull a shirt. So
the shirt part, I'm fine with. It was more the physical contact after that. You've locked him into a movement he can't get away from. You're making him vulnerable to contact, and then you're trying to drop a shoulder into him.
Yeah,
that's nasty.
Kirby, nice little. He's using the ball really well at his feet, Kirby. He's finding pockets where you can take on a player, beat them, put the defenders in 2 minds on actually who's going to defend him, and he's looking dangerous at the moment, Kirby, with a ball into the box now, looking back stick for Van der Stratton, and
Well, that's probably why they've swapped his sides, right?
Yeah.
Allows him to cut in on that left foot of his. Look dangerous. Again, another reason why I like Rhoda in those spots as well, right?
Would you? Okay, so if we've got full 20 squad, full fit, everyone's fit, you'd have Kirby on the right, Rhoda on the left, block through the middle?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But even then, block can do multiple roles for you. If you were keen to stick Kyan in a wide role, you could still rotate it to get that effect.
Yeah.
You just rotate Rhoda, Kyan between the winger roles, and then Rhoda and Wilding between striker, just to mix it up a bit, I think.
Because it also puts the defenders in 2 minds. Oh, who am I marking here?
And then it also gives them a bit of confidence, because it can be sort of demoralising just chasing the game at times.
Speaking about chasing the game, Jakai Mead wins a 50-50 and it carries the ball forward. Got the runner of Kirby Wilding, an outstretched centre half there.
Needed to get a touch.
And got one. Giles. Rhoda. Left-footed shot gets blocked by the man who had a bit of a rivalry in the first 15 or so, the first half, when Joey, switch of play, out wide to Tui. Tui getting his first couple of touches on the ball now. Inside, Mead. Onto his right now. Back to Tui. And he's getting a bit stuck in his own mind there, and he'll win a foul. He'll win a foul. The referee will call a foul that he exact called in the opposite in the first half for Dunbar, and then they're getting upset for it. I get it, right? I get why we just get frustrated. Referees get frustrated. The players you want us to be consistent, yet you get upset when we do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Although if your memory's long enough, you should just call them out on it.
Yeah.
again, key point being, if your memory's long enough for the incident, there's a lot that you're tracking as a match official. I remember that one well and truly. Oh, there's another task for you, Jaden.
What is it?
Huddle. You'll need to take the huddle set up.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Could you massage him?
Massage. Bloomy is not in contact for a massage.
Yeah. Could you message them?
Yeah, I'll certainly message him about that.
I believe, I'm going to guess that it's on the deck with Crow.
So, apparently Pardo's left stuff. Cole's bag can be used for that.
Okay.
And you need to take the huddle. I'm assuming that's all up there.
Well, I've parked in the staff car park, so...
Surely there's enough spots now once people start departing as well.
Yeah, it's just getting out. Oh, we've got a bit of a break in play. The centre-back that Rhoda was going after in the first half just seems a bit gingerly. He's going to have to come off.
I think he played first grade. 2 for memory.
Yeah, might be just a bit of a cramp then.
I don't know if this is true, but apparently cramps are still a bit of a mystery.
Huh?
Scientifically, they haven't quite figured out what cramping is about. Apparently, you know why they use pickle juice? Now, this was, I thought, a myth, right? I thought everyone's calling it pickle juice. It's not pickle juice. It's something a bit smarter than that. Apparently, pickle juice is used because it puts the body into shock. The flavour is so bad, it sends the nervous system into shock, and that resets the nerves that are involved in cramping. Because it's not purely the muscle. You can have someone that's perfectly balanced in regards to nutrition and everything, cramp up. Salts, water, hydration, all of that. And yeah, they'll cramp anyway.
Yeah, right, okay.
So there's something that's, not known about it.
So they use pickle juice because it puts the muscles into shock?
No, the nervous system itself.
Right. Oh, yeah,
because your nervous system's very close to your throat there. It tastes so bad that it sends it into shock and resets everything. I can spot the huddle from here now. It is in front of the CCF placard, Wyong Leagues Club Group placard at the front of the veranda there.
Yes.
But yeah, the more you know. I should have remembered that fact for first grade.
Well, you can use it next week then, Fitzy.
Nah, my memory won't work on that.
You know what? I'll ask you about it. Just randomly.
Ask, if you can remember, ask Bloom about it, because that'll be funny.
Yeah.
Bloom will be like, what do you mean?
Ask Fitzy on the stream.
Rhoda getting a bit of dribbling time in now.
Go on, Mead.
See, Mead's found his way into the game a couple of times now in this half. I don't feel like he got on the ball that much in the first, for whatever reason. Whether it was the opposition shutting him down well or...
I wonder what the result was last time they played, because obviously first grade was 1-0 with a cracking goal. It was...
Oh, that was at their ground, wasn't it? Rockdale. Yeah. I remember that ground now, yeah.
Because I was on holidays then.
Right.
I wasn't there for that, but they called me while on holidays going...
Yeah, that's right. We were trying to... Yeah, because we were trying to figure out all the stream stuff after it crashed, I think.
Yeah, shock.
Standard
stuff, which a new computer would fix that. Knock, knock, Bloomy and John.
Wow, new financial year. Maybe that's more likely now.
Yeah.
Hayden Bolt rolling in behind now. Rhoda on it with a bit of space. Can he work his way to goal? Hayden Bolt can, though.
There's someone on the back stick. Tui!
Follow it in. Follow it in. No. Clearance finds Hayden Bolt. Ball in behind. Jakai Mead now. Wilding. Has time to even line it up.
It was also a 1-0 defeat away from home for 20s.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Foul from Jesse Rhoda there. A little bit awkward. Just collected him through with an elbow.
Elbow, yes. Fitzy, do you like having it in the second half, counting down at least?
I said in the first half, 45 is fine. 45-minute countdown is fine. Because at least I know how long is left. That's the only thing I need to know.
Gotcha.
CCU's turn just to keep it for a little bit.
Oh, we're getting out of the way for. Substitutions for
Both.
Dunbar and CCU. It'll be Andreas Flampers to come onto the field for Kyan van der Straten.
Straight swap there.
Positionally wise, yes. It'll be a more natural winger now in Andreas. Hopefully he can build some confidence for his own team today after their 3-0 defeat in the 18s to the Bankstown City Lions.
What do you think of their kit, by the way?
Which one, Bankstown? Oh, not a fan.
No?
Not a fan. Not the white one, anyway.
Really?
No.
I thought that was quite clean.
Well, it's obviously a white base, and then it fades in from like red dots into like full red to black on the shoulders.
Okay. I didn't see the dots part. I just thought
Yeah.
I thought it worked and meshed really well with their sponsors. None of their sponsors clashed, which is normally a massive mistake of a lot of clubs. Like even like there was a bit of orange on there was a bit of gold. Like it wasn't as if they clashed against each other or too far away from the club colours, which I think is hard for some clubs to do.
I think we've done really well with our sponsors, making them gold on a black kit. Dunbar's is quite nice as well. You can't really tell, it's subtle.
Yeah,
Their sponsors are subtle.
were we talking about this the other week where someone mentioned Vodafone on one of the kits?
That was me, yeah. So,
yeah, okay.
Borussia Dortmund's new sponsorship.
There we go.
Vodafone.
Yes.
In the home kit, they've gone with a black sponsor because obviously they're red normally, and obviously Bayern Munich are red, so they don't want to have the same as them.
Yes.
Yet their away kit on their white jersey is red, the Vodafone, on a white kit, which should
That's a
be
crime.
black again. And Dunbar take the lead. A bit of a deflected shot in.
Ball across is not dealt with, unfortunately. CCU let it linger in the box. Got caught standing and watching, and as a result, it finds its way to the back of the net.
Yeah.
But no, that's one of those ones in regards to the Vodafone thing again. Like you just got to think about. I get that they're doing Dortmund a favour, right? They're paying for their sponsorship to look like a certain thing, but surely you think about that before you sponsor that club, right?
Yeah.
You're like, hey, we probably can't use red with these guys. Like, we're going to use our black logos.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
surely there's some sort of thinking there behind all that.
You'd assume so.
CCU, some work to do. 20 minutes remain, roughly. That'll be onside. Allen sticks a foot in.
Does really well. His semi-clearance goes back to Dunbar. It'll be keeper's ball from there, even though the assistant was in position to raise her flag.
Hope that wasn't for offside because he was clearly on. And then why are you calling it so late? It's not like you got VAR. We'll enjoy a little bit of space here. Shot cross.
Shot cross. Ooh.
Corner?
Nah, that's all crossbar there.
I thought it had come back out and hit the keeper's hand and went out. But anyway, okay. Goal kick, signalled by the referee.
The cop and their car's gone.
Yeah, it took them long enough.
Yeah. Well, 21 minutes gone. Or not gone, left to go. Got him. Nah, 21 minutes left to play here in this Football New South Wales men's under-20s competition. It's Dunbar in the lead, 2-1. Central Coast United. It's round 21 fixture. That'll be a foul if they ever come back for advantage here. Diving in again. Dunbar just throwing themselves at the ball to stop it. Kobe Whiting on his left now. Steps back. Delivers it in. It's going to be a bit short of a CCU shirt. But he'll He will sprint back to win the ball. Through the legs goes to 27. A through ball. Possible offside there, but Benny Giles will collect. I'm so excited for next season's jerseys. I don't even know what they're going to be yet. Oh, that does not look comfortable at all.
Just a bit of cold weather. Probably not helping that knock. Hopefully we keep the black kit.
We should definitely go black for next season. But
are we keeping this one though?
Don't know.
Because don't we normally keep one if possible?
No.
Oh, okay.
This last season's kit was...
Bolt Boys combining, by the way.
Yeah, what was last year's kit? Last year's kit was without the stripes.
Yeah, okay.
Bloom said it was our best kit ever. Because he said he designed it.
Claiming that Mead was holding.
Substitution down for Dunbar.
Two subs again.
Well, in 20s, it is developmental.
Yeah, I got no issue. I just found it surprising they wanted to do double subs. Most teams normally try and stagger it. I guess it is windowed. Looks like they've got one player and the keeper left to come on.
I don't know if they'll bring the keeper on because he's... Oh, wait, they have changed keeper.
They have changed keeper?
Yeah, that's the first grade keeper.
Okay, glad I'm not going crazy then.
Yeah. Because the guy that started was pink earlier.
Which doesn't count as counts as a substitute, but not in the window.
If it was at half time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it was at half time.
Thought
it was at the previous window.
Maybe. I don't recall seeing a goalkeeper ready, but okay. Awkward ball poked in behind by Dunbar. CCU can manage to deal with it though. Tui with a good sliding tackle. What was the number 10's name again?
For us?
Yep.
Number 10.
Left winger. Came on.
Lou? Oh, that's Flampludis. Andres?
Andreas, I'm just going to stick with because I don't want to
Andres.
mispronounce.
Flampludis. Flampludis.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah. If you say it
out of respect, I don't want to try that one.
Flampludis. There we go. I think he made his 20s debut against Prospect away from home earlier in the year.
Yeah, I think I've more known him as Andreas than his last name. CC just need to create some more chances now. They need to find what got them a couple of moments before. Repeat it. Pretty sure he was offside. Yep. Linesman has flagged. Nothing worse at this time of game.
Then?
You spend a whole bunch of energy trying to run in behind and you were offside.
Yeah. It's just cold for that, eh?
Not even just that. It just mean like late in the game, you're busting your ass trying to run it 100% and you're offside. Just feels a bit wasteful.
Bit of a soft pass there to Bolt. Skips inside round one. Can he release? Can he release? He does, but straight into the path of the Dunbar left back. Ball over the top. Ty Calorie could have come out there to help out Ben Giles, but has decided to let him deal with it. Giles looking for the forward pass to Rhoda, and Dunbar will collect and retreat back to their keeper.
That's been pretty common tonight. CCU just lacking that release ball to their own team at times.
Watch it here. Ty Calorie, throw. It's going to 3 passes. We're going to have a shot. 1.
Well, you're not counting Ty's as 1.
Yeah.
So then there would be 2.
Damn. Damn, I was trying to predict it, you know? Damn.
No, you were trying to manifest it.
Manifesto. Still waiting to see Cooper Pegler come on.
Who's the other sub as well? Michael Liu is the other substitution. CCU only using 2 so far. Still a little bit of time for him to test things out.
We've only got 4 subs, so...
Maybe Routledge is just trying to wait for the right moment. Giles trying to send in Rhoda.
Go on, Rhoda.
Might need more targets than just Kirby by himself, though.
The referee in the way there of Bolt collecting the ball. He's had to release it back to Jakai on a 2-yard pass. Tui retreating all the way back to Vaughan. Just didn't see anything he liked. Now Lincoln over the top.
I don't know what you're asking. Really? I don't know about that one. I don't know where he started from, but where I saw his run started from, he was massively onside. Because I swear he was massively in front of the body backline there. Weird. Anyway. Keeper loves that style of pass. Substitution?
Yeah, was it for us?
Them, by the look of it?
They do their last one.
I don't know. But no, never mind. Maybe the ball was just still moving or something. Not certain.
Dunbar under pressure, and Andreas will give away a foul. After we had the numbers advantage in that position.
CCU to go to the bench now. Jakai Mead off.
For Michael Liu, it doesn't seem like we'll see any minutes. Oh, no, it's 3 windows.
Still 1 window.
3 windows. Cooper Pegler is the only one left. No Pegler, no party.
Is that a change of shape? Is that a change of shape for CCU?
It would be, I'd assume, bringing on another forward. And that'll be a cheese for the Dunbar defence there.
You're not going to do the...
It's still there. It's still there.
I don't want to press it, though.
John will kill me. I can't do that. Can't do the old... Jeez. If they want... Listen, if you're here from 2 years ago when I did my first year and we brought that in, if you remember, you're a real one. You're an OG. You're an OG. It's good to see. But Fitzy loves it. Fitzy misses it too.
It's not that I missed it. I just find it amusing.
It's
entertaining. I don't like it. Yes. It is entertaining.
You remind me of James May, to be fair, Fitzy.
Oh no.
You do.
Oh no.
You do.
Oh no. No one wants to be called James May in that entire show. Let's be honest. Come on. The boring one.
No, it's not boring. It's just Captain Slow, mate.
Oh, great. Like I said, boring.
No.
Ball in.
Not boring at all.
A bit
Fitzy.
tame.
Just a bit flamboyant, Fitzy, I would say. Just because he's different to the other two doesn't mean he's boring, huh?
I just meant, well, in comparison to them two then, I guess.
Kirby Walding! Oh. Andreas! Ooh.
A lot of work to try and pull that down into a shootable position.
A lot of teasing there. A lot of chances, CCU. Oh, here we go. Is it time?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, we need a round object to kick around, of course.
What, you mean we can't just use some random object?
No, it has to be a round one. Can't be an egg. That'd be the wrong sport, Fitz.
I don't know, some grounds at the moment around the place, you don't really need a egg-shaped ball to play that game.
No.
Found that out at Duffy's 2 last week.
Was that when you were coaching your Roomba boys?
No, that was when I was playing Barstonworth. Pulling up lame with a 30-minute hamstring injury.
Oh, that's right. You didn't do a Matty Crowell against Inner West last year, did you? When he pulled his hamstring 5 minutes into his stint.
No, I lasted a little bit longer than that.
Okay.
Like I said, 30 minutes I lasted.
Yes, 30.
Went from centre back to centre mid, moved the ball around a little bit, had a few like half tussles with a bit of pressure, and then just went to play a wide ball and just a little like pressure pulling apart in the hamstring. Just like, what's this?
Not happy with it.
And then couldn't walk. Like, struggled to put weight on it. So, no, I'm out for a couple of weeks with that now. Frustratingly.
Yeah, that would be frustrating. Ball into the box. Rhoda goes sliding in after his cross. Giles.
Especially with Bloom talking big stick.
Oh my God, I have not heard the end of it, mate.
And then also with CCU boys, they're watching as well.
Yes, I heard that Ben Flackus.
I mean, I saw Choppo and
Yeah, Choppo
Alex
was there. Yeah,
Bello,
Alex,
but
right.
didn't spot any of the other boys, at least before the game.
But the only thing is, Bloom says he didn't have it on footage.
I mean, he normally has GoPros behind the goals every week. He's normally got the VO of
Of Barney's?
Barney,
For
yeah.
the home game, you normally do. I know that.
Yeah.
Delivered in back stick. It's going to be a head off Dunbar. Should be a corner here. And his. The mighty Benny Flackus, by the way. A double today in first grade. Brings, I believe, his total to
Is he double figures yet?
definitely double figures. He scored
Well
in-
deserved.
I think there's only been like 4 goal scorers all year.
Huh.
Flack,
Goodwin.
and Harry McCalmont. And
Geordie Howe got in amongst it.
don't think so.
Mapu.
Marpu,
Reagan.
Mail.
Arbello.
Don't think so.
Singy.
No. I'm actually not sure. Benny Flackus is in the comments, is watching the stream from home. If you could clarify with us, Flack, who has actually scored goals, that would be amazing. Because I know you're on at least double figures, because every week it just seems to be you that pops up with a goal. You or Jay Goodwin. Last week against Inner West, it was Flack and it was Goodwin.
Yeah.
This week it was Flack and wasn't Goodwin again, was
Not sure. I genuinely don't remember.
it?
I feel like Muzz may have gotten amongst somewhere. That's an awkward challenge. Don't know what you're asking for there, Dunbar, coach. That's an unnecessary tackle,
That was very unnecessary.
especially after the awkward interaction for Giles just before with the splits.
Yeah. All we want is a bit of Pegler action. Come on, give us some Cooper Pegler. It's the only one we're waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know if Routledge can find the right time to put him in at this moment.
No Pegler, no party. Come on. We've got his dad and younger brother in front of us here, so it's good to see they've come to join the support of the 20s after their 18s game.
It's a bit unnecessary there. Routledge, you said he's fine with this ref. I've heard him just whinging then.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought that was a foul against Rhoda. I have no complaints of the foul being called afterwards, though, because he did foul the guy back, but I felt like there was a foul before it.
To be fair, retaliation does indeed trump everything.
Wow. Only if the first thing's not spotted, right?
No. Oh,
What do you mean?
in a way.
Referees call the first foul, no?
No, retaliation. Even if you foul and the guy retaliates and fouls you, the retaliation will be the foul that gets called.
That's ridiculous.
Because
Isn't that what cards are for?
Yes, in a way, that is true.
So, like, if someone double pegs me and I smack him in the face, the foul's against me
It's
then.
going to be a red for both.
No, but that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah,
you
no, I know
sort
what
of
you mean,
set a
yeah.
weird precedent there with that. Like, I get in the report and that things might be written up worse if someone goes and
No, of
does
course.
something. But I think in the moment, like, genuinely, you should be calling the first foul.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but if we're... And that's Rotor in the book for
Is
this.
it Rotor?
Yeah.
No, I think it was Dunbar for time wasting.
I don't think so.
Well, why is he... Okay, no idea. I genuinely have no idea what that was.
Jordan Durbridge in the comments says, Dunbar number 3 will have this Pegler bloke user on about in his pocket. Well...
I mean, one, use. It's not use.
Yeah.
Jaden's the one going on about him, to be fair.
Yes.
And two, where is said number 3?
So number 3 is one of their centre-backs.
Okay. Who said that Pegler was a striker?
Yes.
Anyway, hope you're enjoying the stream.
Yes, and welcome to the stream, of course. We'll hope to see you in the future next time. Pegler, if he even gets on, which I hope he does, because he's one of the old Soccer Fives faithfuls, and one of our CCU JDL coaches as well, with, of course, Kyan van der Straten. Those two boys coach... One of them coaches the 9s. I believe it's Cooper.
Yep.
And I think one of them also coaches the 10s. I think Kyan coaches the 10s.
I think he coaches the 11s.
Okay.
10s are the dads.
Ah, yeah, the 10, that's right. Yeah, so it might be the 11th then.
Nick Jargo and Arlo Moody. Not Arlo.
No.
Jonathan Moody.
Yeah. Arlo's the
Yeah, I know.
boy, yeah. He's a baller too, you know. Absolute baller. I played school futsal and he told me that they finished 3rd in their tournament over the last week.
Okay, nice.
Even played up three age groups as well, he told me.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. I don't think... He must go to sports college then, no?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he just started there this year.
Nice. Good on him. Well, with the new instalment of the Central Coast United futsal starting this season.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all that unfolds.
Well, we don't even know who our coach is just yet.
Plural, Jaden. Coaches.
Coaches, of course.
Because top to bottom, let alone players.
Top to bottom, boys and girls.
It'll be good opportunities for lots of people on the coast, that's for sure.
100%. One of our home grounds will be Niagara Park.
Yep.
I don't know about our other home ground.
Venue. Trying to think of futsal relevant venues. Baddo Bay, I think, might have one.
And
You've
Lake
got
Haven?
Huh? No, I definitely wouldn't go there.
No?
Like, you could if you were desperate, but I don't think that's a suitable venue.
Yeah, right.
I would go to Terrigal Basketball Stadium before that. Or the Central Coast Basketball Stadium, I guess, at Terrigal. Duffy's. You know, just behind Duffy's over there? Yeah, that one. That would probably be my first port of call other than Niagara Park. Woy Woy, I think, have a reasonable facility.
Okay.
For memory. I think that's where the original Central Coast licence was held for futsal.
Nice.
The comp has changed a little bit since we were last in it. Or since a coast team was in it. A little bit of handbags in the box whilst no one's looking. Wilding going deep. It's a great
what a
touch from the
save!
keeper. Offside has been the call. It's pretty good all-round play there. Not sure about the offside. Always hard to tell from those sort of situations with those numbers. Keeper to send this long. Eat up whatever's left of the clock at the same time. Probably last chance for CCU there, you would think, unless they can find a way to goal quickly. Giles testing ball. Roder apparently onside. Not long left.
Got to be quicker here, boys. Come on. Bang.
Rudolph trying to go for a long throw, just sends it up. CCU just trying anything to get it goal bound. And Dunbar just going to try and eat up the clock however they can.
There won't be enough time to eat up. And that will be full time. Dunbar 2, Central Coast United 1. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week for South Coast Flame away at Ian McLennan Stadium. It is going to be a long drive from the coast, but
hopefully we can claim 3 points there.
6 points.
6 points even, yes.
We'll see you then.